Hey, it's time at Dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Saturday, and Saturday on this channel is second day of Vlogmas and my weekly weigh-in on the Weight Watchers plan. I am currently doing the diabetic plan on Weight Watchers. I was challenged to do this in November. I can't remember who challenged me. If you did, let me know in the comment section, but I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. Somebody challenged me to do the diabetic plan. God, I wish I knew who it was. I can't remember. Sorry. To try that for the month of November. I know we're in December, and I decided to do another month because I had a very good November, and I don't know if it was the plan or just my mindset, but I thought if something is working, you stick with it. That's how I look at something. So, and how hard and different is it? Like, this is what I want to say. Whether you're unhealthy, whether you're on Weight Watchers, they're generally the same. They're just a little bit of a different path, all leading to the same spot. So sometimes it is fun, and it helps with the mindset to do something a little bit different, just going a different path. Just get you, get you out of a funk. I don't know. Sometimes I think we're just creatures of habit, and sometimes we do something different. Yeah, it's the same, but it seems different. It helps. So even like if you're unhealthy, choose a different healthy plan. Sugar Smart, Better Balance, Conquer Cravings. They have a lot of different ones you can try. There's ones off the top of my head I remembered. You just never know. Like, I would say try something different. You're going to eat the same food. Like, that's the thing. It's like I eat the same no matter what plan I'm on. I don't eat different foods for different plans. I eat the foods I like to eat. Some of them may be interesting. Some of them may be unique. But they're foods that I enjoy. And I like, these are foods I can always incorporate. Like, yes, I eat some baked chips versus fried chips, but I choose that because I like them. And maybe sometimes I'll buy a fun bar. I like bars. I like protein bars. I buy them. Sometimes I like the cinnamon rolls from Legendary Food or the Pop-Tarts from Legendary Food. So yeah, do you have to buy that stuff? No. Does it make me more successful than you because I eat that? No. It's eating what I like. And when you eat the foods you like, you tend to stay on plan. It's a hint. And yes, I do follow the plans correctly. I've been doing Weight Watchers consistently since 2013. I've been on Points Plus, Smart Points, Freestyle, Blue, Green, and Purple, Personal Points, and Points Plan. Yeah. And I've recently stopped going to in-person meetings. I was a meeting attender up until this past April, when my meeting got moved even further and I stopped attending. But I have been a meeting attender since 2013. I love my meetings. And if I get back to goal, I am probably going to go back to the franchise because I'll be free. And it's only 6 minutes from my house. But now if I go, they're going to charge me the full fee, which is ridiculous. But they'll see me for free. So girls and boys, I'm going to head back there. I heard from Timmy this morning. I can't remember what he said though. I know he gained. That I remember. She goes, so good news and bad news. Bad news is I gained, which was expected, given my caloric intake last week. But the good news is I only gained 0.2. So I'm pretty much where I was 2 weeks ago. So basically this week I burnt off what I gained last week. So he was happy with the 0.2 gain. Honestly, I see most of the stuff he ate because he was here from Tuesday to Sunday. And the fact that he only gained 0.2 is a bloody miracle. So yeah, so that is good. I said to him, as long as you're happy, it's not, he goes, yeah. So he was happy with that. So good job, Tim, on a 0.2 gain. I told him he's got a few weeks before any kind of big events come. Well, he may have events at school, but we don't have many events here until he comes home. So I said to him, just try to think about the days you have events. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it now because I always say that and I never get back to it. You have the month really quickly, and we'll get to my way. You have the month of December. Mark on your calendar when you have an event. You might have 2, 3. So out of 31 days, I have 3 events. So that's 3 meals versus 90. Think about that. 90 meals I could be on plan, 3 meals I could be off plan. You got to think of it that way. You have to realize that just because it's a holiday month doesn't mean take the whole month off. On those days you have events, you indulge more. Not a whole shit ton, more. And then the days that you're not, you just do your regular routine. You don't eat less. You just do your regular routine and it'll all be fine. I will tell you that. It will all be fine. So how did you do this week, Dee? Well, number one, I got weighed on a Friday because we have an event tonight that I'm not going to eat dinner until 8:30 or 9 o'clock. Not happy about that. You know me, I'm a 5 o'clock eater. But things happen, so I decided to get weighed a day early. Now, last week, I got weighed on Saturday, and I was down, shockingly, I was down, I don't know, is it 0.3, 0.4? I don't know if I don't have my paper. I can't remember. I was down, I do remember that. So I was shocked. I will tell you, I was shocked because 2 days after a holiday, and I ate. I didn't overeat. I ate a little bit more than I normally have. And the biggest thing I can say I ate was my mother's stuffing. And yes, I had it all weekend. I didn't have as much all weekend as I did on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, I just heaped it into the plate. I probably had a heaping cup. But when and you'll see on what I eat in a day, that already went up. If you saw last week, Tuesday's what I eat in a day, I usually link that at the end of the video. I had gobbler bowls all weekend. It was so good. I put a half a cup of stuffing, some roasted turkey, whatever vegetables I had. Some days it was squash, some days it was broccoli, and my 0-point cranberry sauce. So all I had to count was the stuffing. It was freaking amazing. It was especially when I want to use the roasted squash. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, don't eat leftovers, but man, you could eat leftovers if you weigh and measure them. And that's what I did. So I had gobbler bowls Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. a little OD'd on the gobbler bowl, but man, it was good. So how did you do? Getting weighed a day early. I was like, it is what it is some days, you know? And I felt really good this week. I felt I mean, I just felt like, I felt like I haven't felt in a couple years. And so I was all right with whatever the scale said. I already had a good weigh-in on Saturday. So, you know, if I'm going to be up a little bit, it's no biggie. So I got on the scale, and what's interesting, I think I tell you, I put my phone on the toilet so it Bluetooths, and I stand there, and then I give the old side eye to make sure it connects, and then I get off and I go minus 0.5. Again, that's 5 weeks in a row I've lost, right? Because how many weeks were in November? 1, 2, 3, 5 weeks. I don't even know what to say. But I mean, I've been really good. I mean, for me, I've been excellent, but I've been staying within my points. And I am on maintenance, so I do get a few more. I've been eating, and you see what I eat. I show you the food I eat. You're seeing I'm eating. I mean, I ate gobbler bowls all weekend. My lunches have been the girl lunch mostly, which I usually have a piece of chicken or some tuna, some veggies. I try to throw a carb in there, a cracker or a wrap or something, or a pita, some kind of bread. You know, sometimes it's chips. It's usually a cracker or chips are my go-to. So I have some kind of carb in there, and I've been having a 3-point cheese stick. I bought them by mistake, the Polio or 3 points, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I think they're low fat too. I don't remember. I have to go and look. I'm pretty sure but they're higher in protein. They're 9 grams of protein, I believe. Don't quote me on that one. But I wasn't going to not eat them because, I mean, I got them at Sam's Club. It's a big ass bag. So I'm like, on 3 points. I mean, I liked it when it was 1 point. And I had to cry when it went to 2. So now I am about eating a 3-point cheese stick. But I've been eating them consistently for the past 3 weeks with my lunch. Not every day. Most days, though. Pretty much every day. I dip it in my dip. But I've been enjoying that. And I guess you can't look a gift cheese stick in the mouth. And that's been my go-to lunch. I've been snacking on either yogurts or bars, or I had a donut the other day that I made a cornbread dinner. I made it in my vlog. I had some of that. I've been drinking a lot of matchas and chai lattes in the afternoon. So I've been really eating. And I really firmly believe that some of us aren't eating enough. You have to. And like I said, I love the food that I eat. I eat things I want to eat. And it's just been so enjoyable. And I have upped my protein, which we've talked about. I have been having more like roasted turkeys and chicken around. And doing the turkey burgers, which, you know, I'm a beef burger girl. But when it comes to like a bowl and a salad, I don't mind the turkey. If I'm going to have a burger bun thing, I'm going to have a beef burger. And I'm willing to pay the points for it. I'm willing to, you know, sometimes I put it in a light bun or I put it in a wrap. But yeah, my favorite is a portobello bun. But so I've talked 10 minutes and we haven't even gotten the way to watch the shopping. But yes, I am down 0.5, way in a day early. So I'm excited. I was shocked. Yes, I didn't. Again, like I'm waiting for the level off, but maybe we're not going to have one. I don't know. I mean, I'm not losing huge amounts of weight, and I'm not going to. 0.5 is a huge amount of weight for me at my weight to lose. Like, if for me to lose a couple of pounds every week, I'd have to be like in a calorie deficit of like 800 because it's like, it ain't happening. But let's go. The 3 steps to overcome a setback. All right. Let's see. Beth Jane, whether you've gained weight, gone over your weekly points budget, or had another setback, step 1 is to remind yourself that they're a normal part of the journey. Step 2, set an action plan into motion. Don't have one? Let's fix that. It is normal to have a setback. And I think this comes at a great time because it's right after the holiday. You can't, you know, it's an indulgent meal, a meal that we're not used to always eating. Like, yeah, I make turkey but I don't make all of that where we're having turkey and cranberry sauce and stuffing and 3 vegetables and bread and salad and apple. I don't make that kind of a dinner every night. If you do, my goodness, you get a star. So that's a huge indulgent meal where you're not eating foods like I make regular holiday foods. Pretty much. I don't change my stuffing. I do make the crustless pumpkin pie. Okay, sue me. It's just basically pumpkin pie without the crust. I'm willing to forgo that. It's not that important to me, but if you want a crust, make one. Account for that crust. Don't eat something because, well, I'm going to eat this because Denise says it. No, I like it. I like the custardy pumpkin I want the whipped cream more than I want the crust. That's the choice that I make, but you have to make the choices that work for you. Try this. Think of simple, healthy behaviors you've leaned on in the past. Then cross out any that may not feel doable after a setback. And the choices are: attend a workshop, make a weekly grocery list and shop, prep low-point lunches, reflect on non-scale victories, go to bed by 11. These are things that help get you back in the mindset of, you know, being positive. You know, like attend a workshop. If you have meetings in virtual, attend as many virtuals as you want. They now have more specified virtuals. If you saw my video last week, where they have specified topics, like one last night was cocktails and mocktails, one was prepping and planning, one was getting to know your app, and there was one for tracking. So attend those. If you have it in your plan, because it's only going to benefit you, and you can attend as many as you want. Make a weekly grocery list. I always think it's always good to have the things we need in. You're not going to be successful unless you have those foods. I like having, and I didn't post it, did I? Now that I think about it. Maybe I'll throw in the video. I went shopping Monday and I picked up vegetables that I like to have on hand. Radishes, lettuce, cucumbers, carrot chips. Things I like that mini bell peppers. Oh, I love them. I love to have crunchy veggies. I love to have dip. That's what I like. Because I'm eating. I'm a person that needs to eat. I'm a volume eater. I need to see food on my plate. Don't give me all that empty space, because I'm thinking I'm on a diet with all that empty space. But when I fill my plate with vegetables, that makes me realize I feel like I'm eating more. And it's been shown, and there's studies, and I did attend I took a couple of classes online, and the one was your plate should be 50% vegetables, 25% lean protein, and 25% carbs. Grains, whole grains, good carbs. So potatoes, quinoa, rice, good carbs, good grains. Don't sit there and not have them. Yes, we shouldn't have a lot, but you definitely could have a portion. And that's how your plate should look. And I've been trying to really focus on filling my plate more. If you've noticed, the hashes I've been eating, I've been doing veggie hashes twice a week. I just absolutely am obsessed with them. I've been putting potatoes, I've been putting squash. I do want to put, I haven't yet, and I've been talking about it, Brussels sprouts in there. I put peppers and onions, and it's just this beautiful plate of food, and it's filling because it's vegetables and it's fiber and it's good for you. Prep low point lunches. I say prep things you could have for low point lunches. Like have that protein ready. Have those eggs hard boiled. Have your dip made. Have your protein there, whether it be tuna or some rotisserie chicken. Like just have that stuff you can pull from and pull a great girl lunch together. And it's nothing better than dipping and and individual bags of chips for me. I love me a piece of string cheese. That's what I like. Eat what you like. And find a way to make it, if it's something you really like, find a way to make it lower, like a dip. Like I make a almost 0 point spinach dip, and it's so delicious. Reflect on non-scale victories. There are so many. Remember them. When we don't, that scale does not give us what we want. And going to bed by 11 is definitely helpful. Good night's sleep. When I first got sleep apnea, my first checkup, which was I think 6 or 8 months later, I lost, I think, 30 pounds. And I said, people are remarkably saying, oh, well, you got a CPAP, just why you lost weight. He goes, I hope you tell them that's not what it is. He said, you lost weight because you're rested. And when you're well rested, you can tackle the weight loss journey. He said, because losing weight is hard. You need to focus with a clear head. And if you're tired, you don't care. And that's why that's why when people get on the machine, they lose weight, because they feel better. When you feel better, you can do better things. You can concentrate. You can have the energy to do all this. This stuff takes work. Planning, prepping, thinking. If you're spent and tired, you don't feel like thinking about any of this. Just like, oh my God, I just want to go to bed. I want to sit down. I want to watch General Hospital. I just want to relax. No, in order for us to be successful, we have to have the energy, and sleep is so important. From the remaining, consider which are easier and more natural, help you feel the best, and you enjoy, or at least don't dread. Don't do something that you dread. Like me, it was meal planning. I thought I should meal plan, because people that are successful meal plan, why shouldn't I? I dreaded it. I would sit there and I would be like, what am I going to make? I don't know. What do I feel like? I don't know. See, I'm the one that cooks. I get to decide what we eat. So it's kind of like, so we kind of eat what I feel like making. So I always definitely have a well-stocked freezer of proteins. I have a well-stocked pantry of whole grains. I have a well-stocked refrigerator of fresh vegetables and frozen vegetables and canned vegetables. So there's always something for me to pull together. I could pull it out of my butt anytime I need to, because I just realized I don't do that. I don't like that. And it's not something that I'm good at. So does it mean I have to do it? Nope. Doesn't mean I have to do it. Do what comes naturally. Do what fits well for you and your lifestyle. Choose 1 or 2 actions that feel most realistic and helpful. Then write them down on an action plan for potential scenarios. Write them down. You'll have to have an action plan, apparently. If I gain 2 or more pounds, I will prep my lunches and celebrate 1 non-scale victory a day. Definitely, the setback is you gain 2 pounds. The action is you're prepping something and you're celebrating non-scale victories. Do not let a bad meal be a bad day. Don't ever let a bad day be a bad week. Don't let a bad week be a bad month, because the snowball effect happens. And don't give up the month of December because it's a holiday. I'm not worried. I'm not tracking. I'm not worrying about it, because it's Christmas. Let me tell you something. Come January 1st, you're going to be like, what was I thinking? Why? Just get through it. Do the best you can. Just don't give up. Don't give up. That's the thing. It's December. I'm not going to worry about it. When you have that mentality, you're going to gain 10 pounds like that. You won't even realize until you can like, how did I gain 10 pounds? I don't even know. We won't sugarcoat it. Setbacks stink. Yes, they do. And whether yours is a big slide or just a slip, it's okay if you feel discouraged, worried, or any other type of way. Try not to blame yourself or look for a scapegoat. There may not be one, and you don't or can't change what's in the past. You can't. So when you do something, realize that and own it. If you want that, if you want to eat your face off at Christmas, own it. And do not come January 1st and say, why did I do that? Don't live your life in regret. If you want it, eat it, but deal with the consequences of that action. But you can plan ahead now and how you'll respond when you're in a cool, calm, and non-track state. It's easier to create a simple game plan if you're actually sticking with it. Compare that to the heat of the moment response, where you might try to overcorrect only to get frustrated when you can't build 10 new habits in a week. Or you may swing to the other extreme and want to give up. I was a person who gave up a lot of times. I did. And that's why I've said that your family's going to be like, how many times you've been through this? How many times you want to go through this? But you just got to keep trying, because the one time it's going to click and everything good's going to happen. And you're just going to be in that mojo and you're going to get it all done. And I'll be there cheering you on. Remember, setbacks happen to everyone. Everyone. What matters is how you react. Deciding ahead of time which routines you'll lean on, because you'll know that they work and play in your strengths. Don't play into your weaknesses, play into your strengths. Helps ensure bumps in the road are just that and not the end of your journey. 3 fast facts. 1, setbacks often lead you to think that you should give up or overcorrect your behavior. Setbacks are normal. Setbacks happen. You just can't wallow in that. Creating a plan for how you'll respond to a setback ahead of time can help you get back to what you usually do. Anytime you have a setback, you just have to, the next meal, get back on it. The longer you wallow in that, the harder it is. Like, look at Timmy. He ate for 4 days. So it was much harder for him to get back into his plan. And it's not like I said to him, it's not like you had a piece of pie every day. You had a piece of pie every day. Had you stuck to a normal size slice, things would not have been this bad. A plan with a simple action can set you up for early and quick success. This is a tough month. I'm not going to lie and sugarcoat that. It's a tough month. We got Hanukkah. We got Christmas. We got Kwanzaa. We got New Year's. We got parties. Party, 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 party. Remember, get your calendar out. Put your parties down. That's just a meal. How many meals are you going to be out? 6, 7, 8? And how many meals are you going to be home or in control of what you eat? A lot more than that. And that's what you focus on. You focus on those meals, the things you can control, and you control them. And you stay within your plan. And you won't have such a horrible, I don't want to see, let me tell you something. I know we're all in this sinking boat. And then you sit there and you put a bigger hole in it come January and you're like even further down. And that's even more depressing. Like, oh, I already had to lose 60 pounds. I have to lose 75. If I just, stuck to my, and that's the thing, the regret. And the regret just snowballs into not even caring and giving up completely. And I don't want to see any of that happen. I don't want to see any of you give up completely. I've been there. I've done that. It's not a place I want to see you. Remember, we're all here for each other. You have the Facebook group to comment in if you're struggling. Put a post in the Facebook group. Put a post here. I noticed people read comments in the YouTube and people talk to other people. So definitely reach out wherever you can. There is help just around the corner and somebody will give you the shoulder that you need. So don't ever feel you're alone, because you're not. So that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know with a big old thumbs up. Let me know how your week went. How'd your holiday week go? Was the scale good? Was the scale okay? Did you regret anything that you ate? Let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, welcome. We have 11 folks of new subscribers. I welcome you to Dish with D. We do this topic every Saturday, so I welcome you here. And if you know anybody that could benefit from this weekly topic, there's a share button. Feel free to share this video with anybody that needs realistic weight loss chit chat. We go live here on this channel. We will be live tomorrow night, Sunday, for the weight loss, I call it podcast, where we just chit chat about whatever's on our minds and come to that, express yourself, say hi to the gang. It's a great supportive community. So community support is dwindling around us. So we're trying to build ours up. So we got you. So that is it for me. If you've not yet hit that subscribe button, join us here at Dish with D. And that is it for me. I will dish with you another day. I'll see you tomorrow with Vlogmas. That's right. We are vlogging every day in the month of December. There's going to be a video. I'm not sure if it's going to be a vlog. I don't know. I don't have anything planned for tomorrow yet. Okay. I don't know. I'll pull this one out of my butt. We'll see. It's going to be something fun. I don't know. We'll see. It could be anything. It could be anything. So we'll see. So thanks for joining me. Thank you for embracing Vlogmas. And I will dish with you another day. Goodbye, my lovelies.